Okay, well that's a dyno run on this car. We did it just a little while ago. It's gone through. This is the 402, so it's a stroker build with JE forged pistons, HRM rods, comp star crank, all the bits and pieces that we've done to this, which we went through previously. It's got a big fuel system in there as well. Essentially we did it in a form where it was a very small standard size. Well, it wasn't a standard camshaft at idle, very much like a standard car. And the owner said, listen, to hell with it. He wanted it to be a little bit more horsepower and a little bit lumpier idle, not too much, still inside the brackets where everything's going to work nicely, but a little bit more street cred and see what horsepower we can get. So we simply stepped up the camshaft, a simple camshaft change, didn't have to change anything else in it, camshaft change and then a retune, which meant changing the timing around. There's about sort of 12% more fuel on the top end, less fuel on the bottom end, all the things that we normally do to get it right. And then we just did this power run. Now we'll just go through on here. These are actually the few power runs of where it was running from. I'll just take this off so that you can actually see from where we went exactly. So that's where we were, that's where we are. Okay, so there's a real difference as to what we saw. Didn't pay too much. We've done a fair bit of this sort of stuff, so not a lot of adjustments. Didn't take us too many runs. It's only our 4th run, but you can see we actually made paint because we're actually starting up at over 4,000 revs. We've got gains even from the low end. That's still 4,000 revs. It's on the stall all that time up through here. It's about here it breaks free of the stall, and we're actually pulling up from there. And as you can see, in the top end is where we saw our biggest gains, which is what you'd expect. This is actually running right through to 6,800 revs. But as you can see up here, there's a good gain. We've got nearly 40 horsepower gain. And like I said, a little bit more of an idle, which is exactly what the guy was chasing, with some horsepower. So it's worked really nice, worked great, and that's pretty credible horsepower for a high stall automatic. This is the 4L ADE in a reverse manual pattern, and we've done this to get 670 horsepower at the tyres. A manual car, I'd be expecting this same thing with with a manual transmission in it, to seeing probably 700, a little bit over 700 rear wheel horsepower. So pretty strong combination.